Okay, this is a question from Drutter, and his question is, what can we do to stop the silver manipulation? And basically, my answer is, I don't want to stop the silver manipulation. I want them to manipulate this thing until I want them to do every last thing that they can. Because if we stop, the sooner we stop the manipulation, the lower the bounce will be. The longer the manipulation goes, if you're manipulating something, right now there's increasing demand, but they're holding the price down, which helps to increase demand because it's still cheap, and there's less mine supply. When the price, I was at the Silver Summit in Singapore with Dave Morgan, and we were talking backstage, and I said, he said that silver had come above mining costs, and that's true for these cash costs that the mining companies quote when they're trying to sell somebody's stock. But then I said, my measurement as far as the cost of mining is, do the mining companies make a profit? It's that simple. If you're in business to dig up silver and sell it, you're trying to do that at a profit. If you can't, then it's below mining costs. And out of all the mining companies, there were only two that he could identify, and only one is actually a silver producer. The other one does silver recycling and so on. And so actually, there's one that we could identify that's making a solid profit, and the rest are all losing currency, not money. They're digging up money and they're trying to sell it for currency, and they're doing it at a loss. It amazes me. But I want the manipulation to continue, because the longer they do that, the greater the shortages are just when the demand is greatest. And so eventually the price will go far, far higher than it would if it's ended as soon as possible. If they hadn't done a manipulation in the first place, this opportunity wouldn't exist. So you've got to be grateful for the manipulation. Second, he said, many people are developing an addiction to silver. They like to fondle it, and they just love buying it, and they can't stop. And to that, I want to say two things. First of all, I don't have an addiction to silver. I have an attraction to silver that is happening right now because of the portion of the cycle we're in. What I'm interested in is how to increase my wealth, my purchasing power, basically my financial well-being. Gold and silver are just, I was going to say inert metals, but actually silver's quite reactive. That's the reason it's used in photography and such. But they're just dumb metals. They don't do anything, and for you just having them in lumps and bars and coins and stuff. But they're in their cycle right now where they're doing this massive accounting, and they're also the safe haven asset for the last 5,000 years. So I'm not a gold bug. I'm not a gold bug or a silver bug. I'm really a cycles guy. Silver, I believe, is the best way to get a whole bunch of cash flow real estate or high dividend yield stocks or something that is creating income every single month. What you eventually want is cash flow. Hopefully that cash is money. That would be great. If you had silver and gold coming in every month because you're renting out cash flow real estate, or because you have high dividend yield stocks that are paying you dividends every month, then you've got permanent wealth that lasts you, that takes care of you through retirement, that you can will to your family. You've developed a dynasty at that point. That is what I'm interested in. That being said, I will probably always hold on to a portion of my gold and silver, but I'm probably going to sell at least 80% of it when we get near a top, which I believe I can measure with my team of researchers and myself, looking at data, comparing all these different ratio charts, trying to measure how the dollar is doing. That's a big determination. But for our customers, this is something that we're going to be doing in a private newsletter, is letting them know what we are doing with our investments. The day after that we liquidate a portion of our holdings, they'll receive a letter one day that'll say something like, yesterday we liquidated 20% of our precious metals holdings, and we intend on investing in cash flow real estate, or it might be high dividend yield stocks, and then here are the reasons why. And so We don't give guidance, we give education, and we give we let people know what we're doing. What you do is all up to yourself. And as far as this addiction and it's the being addicted to silver and the symptoms that are created from that, I believe they make a cream for that. So that's it for now. I'll talk with you later. Bye.